Hello, everyone that happens to show up later on. This was an impromptu crafting session this morning. I'm going to show off how we're going to be doing the new ornament kits. Mary's going to make a card, a hand-painted card. So these are some of the ones that I've been doing for myself for my tree. You can't see the inside, of course, because I have tape to hold on to it so I don't get paint everywhere. But this is what they will look like. This is the smaller ones.
So
I changed the clay that I had on the bottom, so this one's a little different. And then the larger ones are in the house already. I forgot to bring one out, but I have pictures up of them at Lady April Designs Facebook page. But this morning I wanted to show real quick how to use the kit. And this is the other set that I'll be doing for the same, another sequence to the set. Because my tree is black and my ornaments are red, white, and silver. And this year is going to have a little bit of green because there's green in some of these. But this is the ornaments that I'll be using. The paper, it's an ITD collection paper, and it's one of the ornament kits. So we will have that available. I'll use that one. Where'd my cliffy go? There it is. Not really super prepared this morning, but hey, you never know who might show up. There are two different size ornaments for the kits. These are the disc ornaments. It depends on which kit you get as to what size ornaments you get. Some of them are mixed. You'll get large and small. Some of them are just large, and some of them are just the small. These are the 3.5-inch ones. They open. So you can either have open ones or you can have closed ones like I'm going to do. But I'm going to put that one back in the package because I'm not using the big ones right now. I've already done my big ones. I will be using the small one. It's a very simple process. I mean, there's plenty of videos out there, but I just wanted to show these and how I'm using the Pentart on them. See, this is the smaller one, and you just twist them a little bit, and then they pop right open. Now, these do have a raised edge on them. You can either put that on the front or the back if you're planning on doing a little bit of the stippling, which I will be, so I'm just going to leave that one for the front because it's a little shallower, very minutely, but a little bit shallower than the back one. You take your piece after you've cut them out and you resize them. Size them for your ornament and you line it up, of course. Everyone, I'm sure, knows how to decoupage by now, but if you don't, stick around. I'll confuse you. And Mary, what are you using? Just paper?
Oh, just paper, watercolor paper, and measuring paper is 12 inches by 9 inches, so I'm just going to cut it at half at 6. As soon as I can do that. Yep. That looks like more than 6.
Okay, I have it pretty much sized the right way now. These are my clay pieces that I'll be putting on here for my hollies. Okay. The bonding primer and sorry for the heat. Yes, it's Saturday morning and I'm still in my pajamas. I'm waiting to watch Vasily Kantos later.
Yeah.
Oh no, my bonding primers, that one's empty. That's why. Okay.
Okay, so now it's 6.
I'm using Pentart bonding primer. And if you have any questions about anything later on, you can feel free to just message one of us or leave a message on YouTube, and got to fix it. or on Facebook, or if you have us as a friend, you can please just feel free to just private message us if you have any questions, we'll answer.
Absolutely.
This was short notice, so Lilu is actually not. Hi, Yoda. Good morning.
She hauled herself out of bed.
Yes, we have a live class later from Greece, and we had to figure out what time it would be here when he's doing the class in Greece. So, like, oh my gosh, it's only an hour away, so we're going to do a really quick class today. Not class, but show.
Show, yeah.
Had to mix up my bonding primer. Forgot it was a brand new jar. I was like, ooh, why was that so watery? Now I know. And I do have sets of sponsors coming. I've ordered them. They are on the way for the store. I will have them in the store soon. Yeah, that's right. Before you can even decoupage on plastic, you need to put a bonding primer on there. I'm using the Pentart bonding primer. I haven't used a gesso in a while, but I'm sure you can use gesso underneath. This is just specifically made for plastic and glass and stuff like that. Metal. Slick surfaces, that should say.
Non-porous, yes.
Non-porous, also known as slick. Now these ornaments are a little sturdier than the other ones, which we found out because I've done 8 of these small ones like these and 4 of the bigger ones already. So they can stand up to the heat, direct heat, a little bit better than the other ornaments. I wouldn't push it, but you know. The ornament kits start at, I believe, $7. And they go up to, I want to say, $15 or $16, depending on what paper you order. And I have more coming soon. Hopefully they'll be here before Christmas. And that's dry. Now, decoupage glue is sitting right in front of me. I'm using my jars as stands for my ornaments to dry.
No, this cuts very thin paper, Tantiota. You want to get something that's like the Fiskars paper to cut poster board.
Yeah, you want to get a heavy duty one. Guillotines are good too for that.
Yes. Not to kill people with, but to cut paper.
Right. Well.
That's what we're going with.
That's the story, and we're sticking to it, y'all. So I'm using the Decoupage varnish and glue, the matte one, not the glossy on this one, because I don't want it glossy inside. And it was feeling neglected because I hadn't been using it. I'd only been using the glossy. All right, I put the glue down. Don't forget when you're doing a circle or anything with a dome that you want to rip your paper just a little bit in, because if you don't, it'll wrinkle.
Do you carry heavy-duty paper cutters in the store, April?
No, but I can order one for you. And then you paint your decoupage glue on it and flatten it out. Get all your air bubbles out. That way, when you fold it over, you can't really see that it's folded over on top of each other a little bit. It's kind of hidden. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching the replay of this, so I'm trying to get as much info in as I can.
You're doing good. Keep it up, because I'm learning.
Make sure that at the edges, you pull it out because the fibers will disperse a little bit better if you go out. And if you go inward, it's going to roll up on you. You know, not that I know from experience, but I know from experience. That is now decoupaged on, and you want to make sure. All right, I'll talk to you when I get done with the show, Tantiota. I'll call you. You can dry this. You want to make sure that it's dry really good if you're going to use a glitter, which I will be later, but especially if you don't want the center part of it. If you see on here, the center has a little glitter on it because I didn't let it dry all the way.
Here, this is what happens when you don't let it dry all the way and you get stuff on it. It gets cloudy.
Yeah, it gets condensation inside also.
So this I made with the Deluxe paste, Pentart, and some air dry clay and glitter and everything, and it got cloudy. And that's my mom in there. But it got cloudy. So.
And yeah. I found out from when I did the first ones that if you don't dry everything really good before you put it together, that you need to dry with the heat gun, and you hit it with that heat gun, if it's not dry inside, it's going to create condensation and it's going to stay in there. I had to open mine up and redo them. What is that old saying? Do as I say, not as I do, because I made the mistakes already for you. That rhymed.
So the moral of the story is?
Yeah, right. So I'm going to be using the Deluxe paste in the silver. I don't know if you can, how well you can see inside there. Is it?
Oh,
yeah. That is little teeny tiny little glass granules, like little teeny balls that once you use this, and if you paint over it, you can sand that and it'll still bring the sparkle back out. It's gorgeous. See what I mean? I'm talking so fast, my mouth is getting dry. Heaven forbid that happen to me. See, I'm just taking a little bit on the end of the smallest bouncer. And this one's going to go on the outer edge. So I'm just bouncing it on there just to give it a little bit of color because of the colors that I want on my tree. Well, one of the trees. We have 13 trees we put up.
13?
Yes. It was going to be 14, but I'm not going to put one in the kitchen. I don't really have room. So all of those ornaments that I made for the kitchen, my chickens, yep, I can't use them.
You could put them in the living room.
No, they're not going on that tree.
Put that tree in the living room.
But my big black tree is in the living room.
And bring it into your studio.
Well, I have them up for sale, so if somebody needs them or wants them, they can.
Fine.
Except for the very first one that I did. The very first one that I did, I sent to Miss Mary.
And I have it.
She's going to put it on her tree.
I am. It's so pretty.
I have been steadily making Christmas presents, too, along with my ornaments. Because I waited to the last minute to start. Now I'm taking the white one. What is it called? White or pearl? It's called pearl. It's really pretty too. Can you see all that pretty sparkly goodness in there? It's sparkly without having glitter in it. I mean, everything's better with glitter in it, but I tried this out before I said, "Ooh, hey, this works," because we weren't sure if you could use the Deluxe paste like this. But lo and behold, guess what? You can.
Certainly can. Need more water.
I have just a little bit on there. But it's just enough. All right, I'm going to dry, so I'm going to mute a little while and let Mary tell you what she's doing.
I'm dropping things. You know, I'm good at that.
I lied. I lied. Guess what I forgot to do?
What?
I forgot to put the glitter in it.
Oh.
Can't find my glitter. There it is. I moved my glitter. But the reason for making sure that it was dry in the center first from the decoupage glue, because this is how I do it. I pour just a little bit in there.
Just a little.
That a lot came out, but I like looking like a stripper every day. The other day I went inside after working with glitter and the baby fell asleep on me, on my chest. She woke up looking like a little stripper. See, it keeps it from being on the actual image that way.
So pretty.
And once it's dry, you can see through it and see the silver. All right, now I'm muting.
And we're also going to make pieces, resin pieces. We have the the mold making material. April has it in her store. But also I made this. This is actually a cup with a top that's made out of resin. So, and you know, you can make canisters and stuff with that. But this is going to be stuff that we're also going to be working on. So yeah, nice. And it holds my water, so it works for me. But now I have to figure out what color I'm going to put underneath this. What color am I going to put underneath this? And I have to add more water so that it flows. I want to say blue. I like this blue.
What paint are you using?
Right now, I'm using watercolor paint. And then I'm going to switch to Mont to give it a beautiful finish. Like
it gives it the color behind the glitter, and it'll dry a little bit more. So. And on the back, it's pretty much the same process, but to seal the glitter in place, I use the pouring glaze because all of this glitter is now sealed in place and it doesn't rub off because the whole back is done in glitter.
Yes, and don't open your pouring glaze and then knock it over on your desk.
Right.
Have none left.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, do you need to order some, Mare?
I do.
I didn't think about that.
That's all right. No, I have like the tiniest amount left, but.
And when you're using it to seal the glitter in, unless you want glitter in your bottle, pour a little bit out into something else.
Yeah, that's a good tip right there.
Because we all know if you take just a little bit of glitter out for one teeny tiny little spot on a project, it's going to be everywhere for the next 6 months.
Or more. For me, or more.
Right. I have glitter from last Christmas on the floor.
Or more.
I just take the bonding primer. Make sure you don't go over this lip right here. Otherwise, you'll have to clean that out because that's where they connect. And I spounce the bonding primer on. Trying not to get too awfully painted today. Because I keep painting myself everywhere. I'm finding paint in places I didn't know I would had exposed.
This one's going to be bright.
Now, when I do the bonding primer while it's still wet, as soon as I can find paper. use paper towel. While it's still wet, I'll take my glitter, which I don't sell glitter in the store, but I get this at Walmart for, I think, $2.97 for a big, huge thing of it. It has a shaker top, but I don't like them. So I just pour it out on there. While the bonding primer is still wet, because it's white, you don't need to use excessive amounts of paint for it to stick to your plastic. That's why I just use the bonding primer, because it also has an acrylic paint in it. And it's already covered. And then I'll set that off to the side for a minute so it can dry. Fold my tissue back up, or my whatever, what is this, paper towel, and pour my glitter back in. I usually have a piece of paper, but I think I let the baby play with it the other day when she was out here for a few minutes. Because I've been doing my ornaments in assembly line. I do all of one step on all of them, all the next. Well, I'll do one first to see how I want to do it, because there's so many different ways you can add the clay, and you don't have to add clay. You can do the other ones, like the big ones that I have on that I'll post the pictures in Facebook too. The back of them is not glitter. The back of them is the Deluxe paste with a little bit of wax touched over the top of it.
That's a fabulous idea too.
Yes, and it's just bounced on. They're so pretty. Wait, I think I have a picture. I know I have a picture on my phone. Picture, camera, there.
Might be the show.
I don't know how well you can see that, but that back, it's not brushed metal. It looks like it's brushed metal, but it's not. It's the Deluxe paste with a little bit of chameleon paint over the top of it. Not chameleon, sparkling silver. Yeah, that's one of the chameleon waxes. There, that's better.
Isn't that pretty? Oh my God.
But I'll post pictures in Facebook too.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Okay, make sure this is dry good. I do love that about these ornaments though. They're not like the other ones, and they don't shrink up, which if you would rather have in the kit the round bulb ornaments like I was using before, just let me know in a message and I can switch them out for those. I'm just making sure this bonding primer is set and all the loose glitter blows off. Loose glitter. That's an oxymoron, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to put clay work on it like I did, which I will on the other ones too, because I'm kind of making them look like that Victorian look. And if you don't get all the way to the edge, it's not that big a deal because you're going to cover it anyway. But if you're not, you're going to leave them regular or just put a piece of ribbon and you don't think it's going to be covered, make sure you cover the whole thing. Capiche? I know I'm talking fast for me, aren't I? But I just figured out this sealing process, so I wanted to make sure everybody else knew it too. Oh, there's my brush. I knew I had a different one for glitter. I just take a little bit out and put it on my palette. I have a small palette, so I have bigger ones, but this is just a coaster that I was experimenting with, so it became a palette. and you paint it on, don't go back and forth because you can, you know, get too much off of it, and it'll, as it's drying, it could peel it up. I'm not going to seal the glitter on the inside because that inside's not going to be touched. I'm going to glue them shut. Just make sure I get the whole thing sealed up.
I'm trying to see which what do you call these? Paintbrush?
Yes.
Works the best in this.
Oh, I like the dark blue. Or is that just black? Up top. Yes.
This one?
Yes.
It's black and blue.
That's pretty. Oh,
This
you're making a set of cards. Oh, cool.
Yeah. This is what I was watching Marte yesterday, Merime Small Art. And I was like, yeah, I have to do this. I have to make some cards. The way she did it was really pretty, but I want to do it my way, like Frankie said. Darker.
Okay, I've done that one. Now I've tried that one. Now, while I'm just going to let that sit and cool off because it got a little warm. I have noticed that I have a very bad habit of getting paint all over the tops because I hold on to everything apparently. I was picking the Grinch's nose, y'all.
Oh, he was not happy, was he? Or he might have been.
So what I do is I take pieces of, you can use masking tape or whatever you want, but I don't use a whole lot of washi tapes. So what I use my washi tapes for is masking. So I mask the top where I'm going to hold on to it. I did the insides too, but if you do the insides, don't be an Apryl. Don't seal your ornaments together before pulling the tape off the insides. Because as you can see, I wait till I'm done to take the tape off. That way I can still hold on to it. I'm just trying to clean my finger off a little bit. But if you do put it on the inside, please make sure you take it off before you seal them. Don't make the same mistake I made. Because I was so upset. I had gotten down to the very last ornament, and I told Mary, I said, you'll never guess what I just did. I sealed all my ornaments shut with tape on the inside.
But it's okay.
Well, it's okay for her because she wasn't the one doing it.
No, it's okay. It's not a catastrophe.
So I just take little pieces and I overlap them. You don't have to press it down all the way. So I can't get the extra piece of tape off. But make sure you have it pulled up out of the way from where you're going to be painting around the edge if you're doing this, which I am. And I'm doing the same as I did with that, only with the back, I'm only using a little bit of bonding primer. And then the glitter. And then I'll glaze it also. I won't glaze the entire cover, just where I put the glitter and the bonding primer. See, I'm just putting it right around the edge, like so.
Okay, what color? Last card, what color?
Red.
I did just now. Red. Let's try.
And it gives it that little stippled effect, that little frosty look. Okay, stick that in the water. Remember, while it's still wet. Pay homage to the glitter fairy. And it's on there around the edges. Unless you're one of the people who doesn't like to save your excess glitter, you can just throw it away if you don't like to save it, but I save it. I always put it back in the container because a little bit of glitter goes a long way for years. And I tried to get the dazzling diamond dust for the store, but as soon as I sent the order in, they said they were out of it. So I was a little upset about that, because I had lots of people who wanted the diamond dust. Oh, that's not the right paintbrush. Okay, I can just wash it out. Now, what I do is I take the small brush, a flat brush, and I start as close to the edge as I can where I put that, and I just pull straight down. Go all the way around with it, and it's going to seal your glitter in and not disrupt the look of the outside of your ornament. So it still be, clear.
Mm-hmm.
If you're using a paint that has like glitter already in the paint, then you don't necessarily have to do this step. And I'm not saying that you have to use the products that I'm using. You can use what you have. This is what I have, and this is what I'm using. Now make sure when you get up here to this, you don't fill that hole full of glaze or paint or glitter or anything or glue or whatever, because you want it to be dry and you want to be able to put something through it to hang it. Okay, dry that off right quick.
Okay.
I have twisted my embossing tool so much that I had one giant little squirrely thing. Says we have 3 people watching, and I know one of them is Tanti Oda. So
Yeah,
hello to the other 2 people, whoever you are.
Martha just came in.
Morning, hey, Martha.
Right, I did this first. So let me just quickly dry this.
We have a class that we're attending at noon, so we're making a quick show. Mary's doing some hand-painted Christmas cards, and I'm doing the ornament kits that we have. See how I got that in there? I'm just going to go ahead and clean it out before it sets up. I did exactly what I told you don't do. Yes, it's open. And that's dry. Here's the inside.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
What I do is I take my art glitter glue, because we all know how much I love this. And I run just a little bead around it. Just enough to seal it and close it off. Make sure you don't get that glue right there in that hole, because, and see, I almost did it again, y'all. Don't forget, if you tape the inside for holding, peel the tape off. And then they snap right together, like so. And I just flatten that out around there because I'm going to put clay on it and it needs to be a little smooth.
Okay, so now
I sit them off to dry, and then I will go ahead and show you how I do these. I've already put, what I do is I make my clay pieces ahead of time, and I put them on and they're air dry clay, which we have that coming for the store as well. I put a diaper wipe down on a baggie, because that way it stays a little moist. If you're making more acrylic, oh, that's the Mont
titanium white. I was trying to get it to focus and it wouldn't focus. It's titanium white, trust me.
White. That's the size bottles that we sell in the store. Mary just got a box of her order.
Oh my God.
But I lay out, if I'm doing like I just did these this morning, I lay them all out on the diaper wipe. That way, if it starts to dry, I can just mist it with some water, and they won't dry out so much where it cracks and all, because I left these the other day dry out too much. I forgot to cover them with another diaper wipe to keep them a little moister, and they cracked, so I had to cover them with paint once I put the paint on here, once I put them on the ornaments.
You're so bad.
I know, I'm horrible. I'm awful, awful, awful person. So I personally like to paint them first before I put them on the ornaments, because I don't have a super steady hand, and let's see, that's what happens when you don't, I got paint on the ornament. There's another one. Oh, right there. See how bad that paint I got on
and
the.
You couldn't touch that up with a little bit of white?
I could. Yeah, you can. I just didn't.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Oh no, just checking.
So I paint them off to the side, and this one I have 2 sizes on here. These are still moist, so I take a little bit of glue, put it on the back, and rub it on there a little bit. This one's the front piece, and then I just lay it down, and you want to make sure that your edges all touch the ornament or the surface, but leave room for you to attach your string or wire or whatever you're putting through your opening there. And then on the back, I do the same thing. Pick one up. Put a little bit of glue on here. Rub it around a little bit.
I can't stand the mess.
Put it on and press it down. One thing about art glitter glue with that fine cut tip that's on there, if you need to fill in a hole with glue or whatever, if it has a raised area and you don't like that, you can always just fill it with a little bit of glue. And then you take what I did on these particular ones, which I've already done it to the top. Like I said, I changed my mind on the design of the bottom piece. Is you take a little bit of the wax. This sterling silver is so pretty. And I just go over the top edges with my finger. You can use a paintbrush or whatever you like to use. I just use my finger because this stuff comes off pretty easy. And before long, you have a whole set of beautiful ornaments as a gift or for a tree. There we go.
Look at that. That's pretty
All the
cool.
products that I used are available, except for the glitter, are available at LadyAprilDesigns.com. The paint that Mary is using, the Marte paint, is available at LadyAprilDesigns.com. The paper she's using is not, however.
Yeah, the paper I just pulled out of my stash. I don't even know where I got it, so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. But we do have several kits available.
I put the Mont paint, the titanium white. I put it in this little paint mixer plastic thingy.
Palette?
Yeah, that's the word. And I'm using a fan brush and another paintbrush. And I watered it down as much as I could, and I'm making white splatters onto the card.
Like a snowy or a starry effect.
Yep.
It's very pretty. I personally don't like doing the splatters because I wind up getting it everywhere. I did it one time recently. I found it on my wall.
Well, you're not supposed to splatter it so far away.
I know, but you know me.
Yeah. So I don't like splattering either because now I have it on my hand. It's on here. You know me, I don't like messes. I'm not a messy person. Well, I am, but I clean it up.
It's amazing that we're besties friendsies because, yeah, I'm very messy when I work.
I am too. I just don't like to stay messy. All right, so now with the splatters, according to Marte, the way she does it, I'm just cleaning my brush. Now this will be the first time I'm doing this, so hopefully I will be doing it right. And it will be with black paint. So let me get, so I think we have enough water in the black paint. Yes. Yes. And we begin. No, I need more. Okay, that's not good. I don't like that.
What happened?
I don't like that brush. I'm trying all different types of brushes to see which one works best. for me because I've never done this before. So this is what I'm doing.
Leila couldn't find the YouTube channel for some reason. So I was trying to give her, she's not coming in for the show. I was just giving her the, she's getting ready for the live class too. I was just giving her the link to our stream.
Right.
I was doing something else and I don't remember what. Oh yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put all these on here. Because like I said, you don't want them to lay out and get too dry. And this is a dry wipey, so.
These are supposed to look like trees. Yeah.
They do look like trees.
Oh,
see, I use a fan brush to do trees.
But then I should have the very light ones in the front.
I'm just adding the rest of the hollies. I'll show a couple of the ornament selections here in just a minute. If you wanted to get one of the kits. I'm calling it a kit because it's the rice paper and the actual ornament, so you don't have to purchase everything separately. It'll be together.
Which sounds like a kit to me.
Me too. That's why I called it a kit.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this brush. See if this will work.
Oh, and don't forget to join us on SBS, which is Small Business Saturday, for a live show. I haven't decided what time yet, but it will be on Lady April Design's Facebook page. There's going to be a special coupon that's only good for that day until midnight that night that will be extremely useful during the holiday seasons. I'm not even going to tell what it is, but we do have a coupon out right now. It's HOLIDAZE, and it's 10% off, and that runs until December 31st. 10% off your order except for shipping. I don't take price off the shipping, but if your orders are $75 or more, then you get free shipping. I've got 2 more to do. Then I can show a few of the kits that I was talking about.
I'm not happy with that, but we can come back to it.
Are we ever really happy with? Oh, I didn't make this one with the red. Good example. You can see where I let it dry too much and then I put it on. You see how it cracked? Now I'll have to go over that with red paint. And the red paint that I'm using is the Alchemy's Royal Red from Metallique. It's a beautiful, perfect Christmas red, and it's metallic colored. And the green is the Mont Sap Green. It's the Mont Sap Green. I'm trying to get these on here so I can show you examples of kits. Like I said, you can choose if you would rather have the bobble kind instead of the disc. I only have the smaller baubles that I've been using. I bought an overabundance of them.
No.
Yeah, this size, which they are 2.5 inches also. It's the same size as this, but they're round instead of the disc.
Yeah, and they don't open.
And they don't, yes, they do not open. These open. And here's my last one. Making this short and sweet today because of the fact that we have a live class that we have to attend at 12 o'clock.
We don't have to attend, but we choose to.
We choose to attend because it was paid for. Thank you, Mary.
You have to thank me. This guy is like the best.
And if you haven't seen Vasilis Kontos, you really need to check out his Facebook page. It's Vasillis Kontos. He is an amazing artist, amazing, and he's in Athens, Greece. And we're going to be doing a collaboration with him, hopefully right after the beginning of the year. We're still finalizing. I don't know why I just folded that like that. Do you remember folding paper like that in school?
Mm-hmm.
Passing notes with it like that?
Yeah, and then opening it and answer the question.
Yeah, and then you fold it under.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little note. I
And
don't
then
know
the teacher would take you.
Yeah. Then the teacher would take it from you and read it in front of the whole class. And embarrass the crud muffins out of you. Let me put my pen back in here. I know there's only 2 people watching right now, but that's okay. I mean, I just wanted to show you an example of one of the kits. 1 or maybe 2, depending on time. 10 minutes. I can show you an example of one of the kits.
Uh-huh.
I had one. Oh, here we go. This kit here. Well, let me pull out a different one too to show you a difference. Let's see. Yeah, here's one. All right, here's 2 different ones here. And we could do this one. I only have 2 of this sheet left. Here's 3 different examples. Okay, if you wanted to get, I know I just had that bigger disc. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. If you want to get one that has the 12 on it, the 12 images, and you wanted 12 of the round baubles or 12 of the disc-shaped baubles, this one I do believe is the $15 one because it's 12 of them. Or maybe it's more. I'm not sure. I guess I should have checked that ahead of time, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, I should have. I'm checking it right at this moment. Okay, there's the kits. Yes, this one is, oh, that is not the right. That's what I wanted. This kit is I'm sorry, this kit is $16. It's 12 ornaments, either the disc that open up or the round baubles and the sheet of rice paper.
That's cool.
And let's see, where is... Okay, that's that one. Now, if you wanted one like this, where it's the 6 ornaments, it's 6 ornaments and the rice paper for $8. This is one of the $8 ones. It's you would get one sheet of rice paper that has 6 ornament cutouts on it and 6 of the large discs. I do not have the large round ones, but I do have the large disc. Now this one, which is $14.92, which is the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue, this one is also a $16 one, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the larger ones, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the smaller ones, plus you get all the extra little things that you can put on the backs of them if you wish. So you would get 6 of these and 6 of the disc, or 6 of these and 6 of the bauble. You just have to let me know in the comment when ordering, or send me a message. But there's other ones where you get 6 of just the small ones. Those are the ones that are $7. They're all different priced on the site. You can see it yourself. See it for yourself. Go ahead, take a look. We have all kinds of them on there. There's images in there of the papers, the rice paper, and you just have to let me know if you want it the way it is. If it's on here, it's 6 and 6. It'll automatically be the disc unless you want a bauble. Then you, in the special messages or comments, or just message me or email me that you want it a bauble instead of a disc, and I'll just switch them out and we'll get them sent out to you. The sooner you get them sent out, the sooner you can get them done and give them for gifts. Because I know a lot of people that are getting them for gifts this year, because I'm doing a lot of them. Oh, those are cute, Mary.
I'm on mute only because the dog's gone nuts.
Yeah, I understand. But that's okay, because it is now 11:55 and we have our class in 5 minutes, and I have to get up and use the restroom and get me something to drink and yada yada. But that was our short and sweet show for today, y'all. I'll post pictures of the larger ones and these as soon as I get these finished. Finished meaning putting the bows on them, letting this glue dry, and painting that one that I missed. I don't know how I missed that one, but I did.
Oh my God, she's human. Oh.
But the ornament kits are now available for shipment. Just go take a look, and don't forget, it's Holidays, HOLIDAZE 10 for 10% off. And if you join us for Small Business Saturday, which is November 28th, I want to say.
Saturday? Yeah, 28th.
Yes, Saturday the 28th, which is 2 weeks from today. We'll be giving out a special coupon code, and you don't want to miss that. It's perfect. Perfect for the holiday season. So just come hang with us, and if you liked what you saw, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell to get all notifications. Share it with your friends, and come back and see us again. We're not usually this fast at this, but like I said, it was short and sweet, and I just wanted to show these ornaments because my husband said, "Have you been taping yourself doing all of these beautiful ornaments and things?" I was like, "No."
He's like, "Duh."
And Jim says, "Well, you know, you should be, because that way you can put them on there and you don't have to go live all the time, and you can still be informative." But then I liked being live too, because, you know, you can ask questions in real time instead of having to wait for somebody to answer an email. Because some of us are not real good at that.
What, waiting?
No, answering emails.
Oh.
I'm not real good at that.
I'm not good at waiting.
But we do have to go, so I appreciate you stopping by, Tantiota, and hanging out with us till the end. It was only an hour show, but hey, sometimes you just can't sit still for an hour. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, like and subscribe. And if you feel like it, go over to Facebook page and Lady April Designs on Facebook and give us a like, because it's a lovely community of a lot of different crafters, and you can post pictures of your work. Nothing for sale, of course, unless it's a special offer. You talk it over with me, and then I'll post your sale things. But it's still, if you have a question, it's a great place to ask it, and somebody will answer your question on Lady April Designs. And if you have a knowledge of something that you see a question, please feel free. Answer the question. Help out your fellow crafters, because we all need to stay busy in these trying times, because idle hands, you know.
Devils.
Yes, and idle minds do too. We got to keep each other lifted up right now, especially this Christmas is going to be hard for a lot of people, and I feel so bad for them. That's why I'm trying to keep the prices down low so people can create masterpieces for gifts, which is what I'm going to be doing again today. But we won't talk about that.
No.
I might show some of the gifts, but I'm not going to say who they were for. I mean, I could show the one gift that I've already finished. It's sitting right here, and it's completely dry. This is a gift for someone. But
that is pretty.
It's a tissue box. And I did something a little different. I did partial spots with the crackle paint. So it's not all over. It's just in areas. And it opens. One of these ends open. Okay, this end. I don't want to get the green paint on it that I have on my hand.
Nope, I'm just told to talk.
Well, it opens anyway. It opens on the bottom.
It opens anyway.
And there's the bottom. Because, you know, you can't leave the bottoms undone. But have a lovely day. And happy holidays, everybody.
We'll see you again.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye-bye.